I'm Constable Josh Argue with the Medicine Hat Police Service. Every year, the month of March is nationally declared Fraud Prevention Month. During that time, we take the time to go out and educate the general public about general frauds that are trending not just nationally, but locally. Here in Medicine Hat, we are not immune to dealing with complaints of fraud and fraud investigations. Common ones that we all are aware of are counterfeit money. It is important, especially if you are a business owner, to take some time to go online and educate ways to determine if money you're receiving is counterfeit or not. But more importantly, as with the time of year it is right now, there are different scams going around. One that is common we are seeing at the police service is the Canadian Revenue Agency fraud, where you receive a phone call or an email, someone representing themselves as somebody from the Canadian Revenue Agency, and demanding that you have to pay an outstanding balance or else you can be persecuted further, and especially in a court of law, and you need to send money via Western Union or an Interact e-transfer. No one from the Canadian Revenue Agency is going to take this approach with you. They'll have a more formal approach. So with the weather going from cold to warm, one of the things that we do need to be cautious of is hiring contractors to do our outside work. Things to be wary of are people that just come into town, go around and try and collect as many jobs for smaller things such as window cleaning, gutter repair, fence and deck repair, any type of thing to do outdoor work, and request a down payment or you to pay up front or a percentage up front. When hiring a contractor, it's not a bad idea to give somebody a starting hand if they are a new company, but do your homework. Remember that they had to have came from somewhere, and they should be able to present with you some references of past clients, even if it's from a different company they worked for. Do your homework because you do not want to be taken for your money. It's your hard-earned money, and it is very important to be skeptical and be paranoid. Another common fraud that we do receive a lot of complaints about is online credit card frauds, or just credit card frauds in general. Now, there is a few ways that someone could compromise your credit card number. One is by purchasing things online through an unsecured site. When purchasing things online, such as Kijiji or eBay, for the most part it's buyer beware, and the best rule of thumb is cash is king. You should never provide anybody with your credit card number over the internet, especially if it's an unsecured site and you don't know them. A good rule of thumb is if it's not PayPal, you probably shouldn't use it. Another way that your credit card can be compromised is by using a compromised PIN pad. Now what that means is that you went and you purchased something with your credit card on a PIN pad that was equipped with a skimmer that required you to use your mag stripe. Now, if you normally go to a place and it normally has the chip insert, and you go to try and insert your chip and you realize that it's not going in all the way, and the teller prompts you to use the mag stripe, to no fault of their own, they might be instructing you to use a compromised PIN pad and requiring you to use the mag strip where your sensitive information is contained. And then by that, they can get your credit card number and have access to your account. Should you or someone you know feel that they are falling victim to a fraud scam, there are certain resources that are available to you. I would strongly encourage that you contact the Medicine Hat Police Service for any information, as well as you can visit the Anti-Fraud Centre online at www.antifraudcentre.ca. It is an up-to-date government website that has information on all the current fraud scams trending not just locally but nationally as well.